This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. Alright, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ejecta, and welcome back to the Council.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them.
Oh, we're presented with a choice already. We can look for our mother or spy on Piaggi and Volner. Well, I know they told us to find our mother, but this seems extremely important.
We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
Speak about the stone sword, delve deeper in their discussion, or leave them. Well, if we delve deeper into their discussion, they're going to know we were listening. That was kind of awkward. I think we're going to ask about the stone sword.
I was wondering if you might have seen an object like this, here, at the manor.
What are you playing at, de Richet?
I'm afraid I can't help you, my son. Ask someone who knows the manor better than I do. One of the servants, for example. One of them is bound to help you.
Thank you for your advice, Your Eminence.
We could delve deeper into the discussion about the spears. I'm kind of curious. Maybe, let's see what happens.
I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention.
Oh, okay. What were you talking about? It seemed important. Reassure them or pretend to know. You can say, with our psychology, 0 points. It seemed important.
Your Eminence, I don't know what you said to Mr. von Boldner, but the poor fellow looks positively crestfallen.
Not at all.
Don't you believe it, Louis. I was just telling Monsieur about Lord Mortimer's burning passion for holy relics. You must have noticed he's a bit of a collector. Well, for years, he has been searching high and low to bring all the copies of the Holy Spear together. As I was coming here, I thought I'd bring him a few of them. That's all.
Be quiet, for God's sake. Please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
Okay, so Volner is extremely secretive. But Piaggi was willing to open up a little bit. So find out the origin of the sword left by our mother. Let's see if there's anybody we can talk to. Oh, what's this? I just heard a... Oh, okay, it was just that. Alright, and... okay, we can go downstairs. Let's check the hallway, make sure there's nobody out here that we can talk to. Can't go in the room. Let's see, we have to find out some information. So our mother left that sword stuck in the globe with the note. And I don't even know if it's a good idea to be walking around asking people about it, but they seem to think so. So let's see, we can't even go in our own room. Alright. Let's see. Okay, well, it looks like we are going to go downstairs. Can't go in Emily's room either. Okay, who is down here to talk to? Okay, well, there's one of the guards we can talk to. And this must be the guy.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Let's ask him about the sword, because we've done everything else.
Could you tell me where this sword comes from, please?
Certainly, sir. How did such a sword come into sir's hands?
See, I'm the one asking the questions. Can't do diversion. It's a lead to look at my mother. Well, this doesn't cost us any points, and hopefully it'll get straight to it.
My good man, I'm afraid you're overstepping your role. You're the one who's supposed to be giving the answers, not me.
Naturally. I hope that sir will forgive me. If I were sir, I would look in the garden. This sword looks like it's from the garden statues.
And how can I get into the garden?
There are two ways, sir. The first way to get to the garden is by the hall, between the conference room and the portrait gallery. The second way is directly through the portrait gallery. Sir would just have to go out by the French windows.
Thank you, my good man.
Okay, I do believe that is the information we're looking for. So, we can head out this way to the portrait gallery. And we'll check and see if there's anybody to talk to along the way. Don't see anybody out here. Nothing new to be able to pick up. I don't know if...
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Okay, yeah, we still don't have the key for that. Okay, well, I am curious to see what's in this box, so we're going to use one skill point.
Amber crystals.
Ah, okay. Excellent, we got a piece of amber. Here's the library. Oh, is there a note? Oh, okay. I thought maybe we could read those. Nothing new in here. Alright, oh, there's President Washington here in the portrait gallery. So let's see what he has to say.
Is everything all right, my young friend?
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely? Well, see you later.
Oh, that was awkward. Wonder if we can push him and talk to him again. Oh,
Is everything
okay,
all right,
no.
my young friend?
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely? Well, see you later.
Alright, so he does not want to speak to us about anything. Is there anybody hiding in here? No. Okay, well, we can head out this way into the garden.
The sword probably came from this garden, but what could it have been used for?
Alright, so we are in the garden, and this chapter is called The Maze. So we are going to have to navigate through this maze, I guess. And fortunately, I know how to solve a maze. And I have a video on my channel if any of you are curious to know how.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart.
Remember your lessons. Observe the crack. Well, let's let's observe the crack.
Let's see.
Well, we can examine the crack. Oh, this is... I'm too immature for
Crack
this.
as long as my finger.
Alright. Okay. I gotta be serious now. Thrust a sword into the crack.
And what's going to happen if I've got it wrong?
Alright. Well.
Ariadne.
Okay, we can pull out the sword. So who is it again?
In Greek mythology,
Oh, okay.
Ariadne helped Theseus out of the labyrinth.
Alright. Well, I'm going to take the
Try
sword for
something
now.
else.
Take the sword for now until we find out for certain what to do with it. And over here we have Jacques Peru. And before we talk to him, I want to go over this way and just see if there's anything else we can look at. Maybe something we can interact with. I definitely don't want to get stuck in this maze. Oh, okay, we got something over here. Excellent. We got another manuscript that we will be able to use, which is fantastic. And, okay, so we can navigate the maze, or we can come over here and talk with Jacques Peru, which I believe we're going to do, just to see what he's doing out here. Sort of little bleep. Is there something? No. This guy is not our friend.
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
Etiquette. Can I trust him? I'm looking for my mother and drop by off the chance. On the off chance. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't cost us anything. Can I trust him?
I tell you what I'm looking for, Monsieur Peru. Will you promise to keep it to yourself?
Hell no. And anybody who gives you a promise like that is an unmitigated liar. Trust no one, Monsieur de Richet, or you'll soon be a dead man. I bid you good luck. You'll need it.
Okay, well that did not work out in our favor. So, let us see here. What is on this side? Something. Nothing. Oh, what's this? Vigilance. It's gonna... No points. Okay.
Golden elixir.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't really need that. Let's see, I think... Excellent. Okay, so we will... Oh, okay, when we can't... It won't let us use Royal Jelly if we don't have 2 open spots on our ability bar, so... Okay. Now, let's, I guess, work our way through this maze. Oh, what do we have on the ground here?
Here's the famous Ariadne's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth.
Okay, so are we supposed to follow this thread with that? Oh, okay. So we're gonna have to work our way over to where this thread is. Which comes over to here. Oh, okay, there's another collector coin, so we're gonna find things scattered around this maze. Goes off that way. Okay, let's... Some royal jelly there. There's a statue. I wonder if we can interact with it from here. No.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
Notice something with our vigilance.
She has no cracks.
Okay. So she does not have a crack.
All right, well, let's continue anyways.
Oh, what did we find here?
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there.
Let's see. Read the message on the plaque.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
Then with our vigilance, this is awesome. It's not costing any points.
It looks like this slab moves. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a passageway underneath it.
All right. And here is...
What is that? Looks like a sort of opening mechanism.
Analyze, study. Let's analyze the mechanism.
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Okay, so let's back out of that for now. We can... Oh, okay, and there's a stairwell down here. Oh, we got the earth symbol key. So there are things we want to look at around here, which kind of isn't the best, because that means we have to explore this maze a little bit more, but if we're going to be finding keys, then I see that it seems important to at least run through and see what we find.
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso.
Okay, we can examine the crack again.
It's as long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters.
Thrust the sword back into the crack. Well, this is definitely interesting here.
Theseus.
Alright, so we're not seeing anything immediate here, so I'm going to remove that for now.
Try something else instead.
What do we have here? We got some more royal jelly.
Minos, son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue. The crack is in the region of the heart.
Okay.
It's a thin crack as long as a finger. A blade could easily enter.
Well, we're getting a little bit of a different dialogue. Let's see what happens when we put the sword in. Huh. Alright, let's leave the sword there for a moment. Oh, there's more. Wow, there's so many swords. I don't quite get this.
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur, the famous son of Minos and Pasiphae. This statue has a crack in it. The crack is thin and about as long as a finger. I should be able to thrust in my sword.
Okay, let's go grab our sword and see
Let's go.
if that works.
Minos.
I'm getting the feeling that we're gonna have to use that
Asterion.
sword in order or something. That's okay. So we gotta observe the crack
The
before we
statue
can
has a crack in it.
put the sword in. But this one, he already has swords in him, so it makes sense that we would put it in this.
Right. We'll soon see.
That is so strange. Alright, well, let's, okay, so we got rid of any negative alteration there. Okay, let's the golden elixir that we could use. Alright, we're gonna leave the sword there for now. Let's see where this takes us, and that goes over that way. Alright, so we got back over to here. I think we're going to have to start examining these statues and use some ability points here because we need to know what the legend is, I think, to put the sword in an order.
Ariadne.
You don't have linguistics. Remember your lessons. Okay, well,
If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage if he defeated the monster. She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable. But once the beast was slain, the gallant was quick to abandon her on an island. Turns out heroes are not what they once were.
okay. So, let's see. Let's get to another statue over here, and we will examine that one as well. Oh. That was a dead end. Okay, one thing we didn't do was go over this way. Let's see what's...
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth, and if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus.
So he has...
Hey, there's a crack in this statue too. The crack is thin and about as long as a finger.
Nothing about sticking our sword in. Okay, maybe that's because we don't have it right now.
Architect and genius inventor, he built the labyrinth for Minos to imprison the Minotaur. I seem to recall that he told Ariadne how to get out of the labyrinth by tying a thread to himself. So, Theseus managed to exit the labyrinth without trouble once the beast was dead. And when Minos found him, he threw him into his own labyrinth along with his son Icarus. Every action causes a reaction.
Alright, still no answers anyway. Let's see here. So go through this area.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
Yep, so he did that.
I seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want. She was punished for the sins of her husband. She had to mate with the sacred bull of Poseidon. 9 months later, she gave birth to Asterion, better known as the Minotaur. It's crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated. When they're not harpies, gorgons, and other witches, they become victims. Alright,
Okay.
let's continue anyways.
So this read,
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
truth unlocks all possibilities.
Theseus.
So this one requires 3. Okay, let's move away.
I wonder if Mother
Use
managed to solve this enigma.
This.
Theseus. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. In short, yet another hero who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, I'm probably being a bit harsh. I mean, we do owe him the foundations of Athens. In other words, the Republic. Render therefore unto Caesar what is Caesar's. I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Okay. Oh, we can pick this up now.
Honey, the remedy of the gods. Minos.
And we need 2 for that one, so that's... Can we... Oh yeah, we can do it right in the dialogue box, okay. Oh, and we need politics for that. And linguistics. That sucks. So what do we have here?
Asterion. Asterion was a son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos. Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation.
Think about the meaning of the myth. Okay, we have an extra option here, so this could be our answer.
Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born. A tragic story, as the Greeks knew how to do so well.
Okay,
Let's go.
so this is about the truth. So do we need to put the sword in the father? This is a tricky puzzle because I don't know a lot about mythology, so... We have here...
Icarus. The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity.
Let's see, there's something different. Remember the myth. Well, let's remember the myth first.
If I remember rightly, Icarus was the son of Daedalus. He found himself confined to the labyrinth with his father after his father betrayed Minos. And his father's plan to escape from the labyrinth wasn't any more successful. Man, that kid was jinxed.
Okay, we'll use this and say there's something different.
Hey, there's no crack here.
Oh, okay, well we knew that just from looking at it.
Well, let's keep going.
Okay, so curious to see what happens. We put the sword back there, but I have a feeling it's not the correct answer. Well, let's give it a shot. We might get pricked here. I have a feeling we're going to. Yep.
What's wrong? Either I'm imagining things or my hand was pricked. It had poison on
Oh
it.
no.
My head. I feel hot.
That is not good.
Asterion.
Let's get our sword. And we're gonna listen to this one more
Asterion.
time just so I can make some sense of this.
Asterion was a son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos. Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation. Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born. A tragic story, as the Greeks knew how to do so well.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, let's see who we have here. Let's go back through these and
Theseus.
yes, that's not the one we want.
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
This is Minos.
Minos.
I'm gonna.
The crack is in the region of the heart.
That through there. Because if he was the person who was actually responsible for the demise of his son, then I could see that being the truth. If not, we're going to be in some trouble here. Oh, I think we got it. Did we get it? Yes! Yes, we got it. Oh, that makes me happy. And I see somebody else had their hand pricked. Oh, and we have to... Okay. I wonder if that's the poison, or is this an... Oh, okay, this is
Again?
going to be another flashback. Or a vision. We aren't sure.
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out.
Okay.
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
Well, this is getting to be serious. We're learning a little bit about the more secretive stuff that's going on. Okay, well, we already noticed that. He's a little slow.
Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
Okay, so we made it down into catacombs of someplace. So we followed the trail left by our mother. We have to search the crypt. So let's see. Let's grab Amber.
Amber
Perfect.
crystals.
And it looks like that just gave us an extra ability point. So let's use some of our stuff here. So use that. We'll use that. And okay. There we go. And we'll get a couple points back. We're gonna go through those. And what do we have here?
Bandages. Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes.
Let's see, we can inspect the bandages or notice something. Let's notice something.
There are patches where the blood isn't totally clotted. That's a good sign, right? She changed them recently, which proves she's still looking after herself and still believes in her chances. Well, I'd love to tell her to keep hanging in there.
Okay, so we did that. We are good. Another collector coin. Maybe we'll find a vending machine at the end of this. Oh.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Uh-oh.
Don't move!
Wait, I'm not armed.
Who are you?
Good God, Mother, what have you...
Tell me who you are!
Oh, no. Oh, okay, that is the end of the maze. We found our mother, and she has lost her mind. Alright, oh, no failure, so that's good. Let's see, we eavesdropped on the conversation between Piaggi and Volner, convinced Piaggi to reveal some important information to me, succeeded in opening the entrance to the crypt, and found our mother in the crypt. And could have inspired Peru to trust me, but that, we kind of threw him under the bus in a previous episode, so I'm not surprised. Alright, so that was kind of quick, but that maze took a little while just to solve that puzzle. Let's see, we should have a level here. Excellent. And 4 points. So what can we do here? This is subterfuges. Not a bad idea to put a couple more points into this to get it to the next level. That'll make picking locks a little... That'll cost a little bit less, so I like that. And we have 2 more points to use. We can unlock politics. That's not a bad idea either. And then I want to... Psychology has benefited us. I'd like to put a point in psychology. And we got our achievement. And that is the end of episode 2. So this was interesting. We finally found our mother. And she does not recognize us, doesn't know who we are. And hopefully it has nothing to do with with the poison that we were injected with when we got the puzzle wrong. So we'll see how that plays out in the next episodes. Alright, I am going to skip the credits. And now it takes us to episode 3, The Conclave.